Question number 3. Well, this is a statement. True or false? When you have a lot of options, you put more pressure on yourself to make the perfect choice.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Like you don't want to choose wrong and be an episode of Married with Children forever.
What? Oh.
No way.
Muffin Man, come on now.
It's true. It's true. Think about
Yeah,
it. You
I'm
want
about
to
to
make the
say it's
wrong
true.
decision and be a fucking '90s family sitcom. Like,
I mean, I'm about to say, I agree with Muffin Man. There's a lot more pressure for you to make the right decision because you have a lot of options. When you don't have a lot of options, you take what you can get. If you only have 2 or 3 options, you only have 2 to 3 options. You have to. It's not a lot of. There's not going to be a lot of pressure because those are only 2 or 3 options you have. But if you have 10, 20 people, there's a lot more pressure because you have 20 people. You can filter people out.
Is it pressure or is it fun? Like, you got options.
You're right. I mean, you're right, Salima. You do have options. But you don't want to be seen as making the wrong decision because, underrated. That goes into what is one of the major conflicts happening between black men and black women. One group says, both groups say to each other that they have options, and that group picks the wrong person. That's why our community, they keep saying that. So to a certain extent, yeah, it's true that there's pressure because even within our community, the people who have options will end up getting criticized if they choose the wrong person. We hear that over and over again. Black men or black women have all these options for brothers, and they go with this man. Or black men have all of these options, and they end up going with this person.
Look, I think, okay, because I want to hear Muffin Man's take on this, because it seemed like you got a lot of options. You got your own business and a restaurant and stuff. How do you filter it out? What do you do? Squid Games? Does that help? Who survives the next?
well, if it was legal to do Squid Games, then yes, I would do Squid Games. But
I'm done with the whole topic.
Red light, green light.
But you just talk to people and see what that's all. You got to talk to people, see what they're about, and check up on how they really living. They Instagram life or they real life.
Oh my gosh.
They fun. They pretending to flex.
That is something else. Deontay, what do you think, man? When you have a lot of options, you put a lot more pressure on yourself to make the perfect choice.
No, hell I don't. I got a game. If I got a lot of options, I already know what I'm doing. Yeah, it puts pressure on y'all.
Dang.
Damn, man, y'all. Yo.
The reason why I disagree is because even if you do have a lot of options, you'll eventually become known to people as the person who makes the wrong decisions. And that's not what I want to be like. I don't want to be like, the person has a lot of options that makes the wrong decisions. Is that really the person you want to be with? Is that really? Yeah, he has a lot of options, but he makes the wrong decision. Is that somebody you really want to be with?
What's the wrong decision? You got to scout people. You got to think stuff's going to happen in any relationship. It's the 80-20 rule. You know how it goes. You're going to get 80% of the stuff in life you have won. Everything else is going to be... You got to be able to do it.
Have you played Russian roulette before?
Oh, shit.
And every other bullets and STD or emotional baggage?
Hey, what?
No, I didn't talk about most of the people. I didn't say you got to live with them. I'm just simply saying you got to take your time to get to know people, because that's kind of where this is going. I'm not saying be a male gigolo. I'm out here saying, okay, everybody is different. Like a lot of the people, it's like we talked about this stuff before. A lot of it is financial reason. Like there shouldn't be one person in the relationship paying all the bills. or the one person should be taking care of the kids. It's a team effort. You gotta be able to know. You gotta be able to know how to vet people.
Mm-hmm.
Having lots of options is good.
Let me ask y'all this, because there obviously there's options, and then there's there's quality options too. Like, do you think people factor into having quality more than the quantity?
Me personally, I'd rather have quality over quantity.
Yeah, it's not about how many. It's about you finding the right one.
So the options that was regular, that was like 10, quality, it boils down to what? 3 to 5, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, depending
There's
on
no,
the
I mean,
person.
2 to 3, that's great. I mean, 2 to 3 quality people, that's great. That's nothing wrong with 2 to 3 quality people, because that's better than just, you know, quantity. Because yeah, you have a lot of people, but what value do they bring? What is it that is gonna make them different than the rest? Because if you're just a number, or I have a lot of people, then I'm not really going to see the true value in that person, or or people, depending on if you're monogamous or polyamorous, because you have options. You have a bunch of people. You have numbers, so you could just play hot potato or musical chairs. But when you have quality, you may not come across a person like that again. You may not come across somebody with that similar mindset or similar attitude. So I definitely take 2 to 3 quality people over 15 and 20 people that don't really, I feel like, match or ideal for me.
I feel that. I feel that. I think the Squid Games idea, not, killing the people, but just having a similar like structure helps out filtering the process, because you get to see what people are made of, right? You got the red light, green light. Okay, who knows how to stop and go on time? Don't you want to go across the crosswalk with somebody that knows how to, pass across the street? And then, you got the, what was that other game where they have to carve out the shape? Do they know their shapes? Do they know what a right triangle is? A trapezoid?
I'm not
Oh
doing
my.
it. I don't want to do no. Don't do
At
it.
this point in society, you gotta hope they can spell their own fucking name.
See, Muffin Man, you already know the deal. Come on now.